And this is peaceful.
Yes, I'm telling
You can't pay for this peace. This is priceless.
Yeah.
To live here, this is priceless.
I tell you. Yeah, quiet,
Yeah,
now,
man.
sing, yeah. And even the breeze here is different.
Yeah, it is different. You're right.
Mm. See the polo no worry yeah. My favorite time the polo.
Yeah, again.
That's the snack you like. That's
Man, oh my God. Kind of want to get another one.
Your favorite?
Yes,
That's my favorite. Yeah.
Okay, then
Yeah. Oh my God.
start by
Yeah.
yourself.
Man. You can see it fried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what oil is that? That's not palm oil, is it? It's just-
I'm sorry.
It's more like a canola or something.
No, we have about 2-3 types of oil that they use.
Okay.
Sometimes they can use coconut oil
Okay.
to fry. They can use palm kernel
Okay.
oil to fry.
Okay.
So now, unless I ask them which of the oils that they use,
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm going to that's it.
Okay.
So that is the fried oil. They are now using the white man's oil.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Right, man. Vegetable oil, yeah.
Right.
Or check polo pass and shit.
Will you be buying some?
I'm trying to think. Should I get some more?
Get the fresh one.
Yeah. Yeah. How much?
What you eyeing in?
How put 2 cities?
Okay.
Yeah. Get to 20 cities. I will be able to
Nine.
How much?
but on so pen get to do in on pen no I no do.
Okay. One is 2 cities.
Okay. One is 2 CDs.
Now there are 6 of us.
So how much?
But still 30 cities.
So 30. I gotta make sure I got enough. I think I'm
30 cities. But which one you need?
Let's do 20.
20. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
20
Yeah.
cities.
Yeah. See, those are bigger than the ones we had earlier. Yeah. And they're fresh.
Fresh, yeah.
Get follow.
I'm going to
That's
Thank
it.
you.
Medasi.
Medasi.
Yeah.
Not in America anymore.
Yeah.
You see how the European got my mind? Salt pond. Okay.
The pond that is made of salt.
Okay.
It looks like you are fixing from here,
Mhm.
bagging the salt here.
Okay.
That's how I see.
Right there. Oh, that's the salt.
I want to have a look.
Okay.
Alaji, until what should you have?
okay.
Let's go have a look.
Okay.
Bring the water here. See, there are like pipes connected.
Mhm.
So sometimes they can get the water direct from the sea.
Okay.
and they will use the sand to
Okay.
dry it. So when the water evaporates, the salt will be
Okay.
at the base,
Okay.
and then they will collect the salt.
I didn't know they do it like this.
Yeah,
I don't even have it.
it's not a rock salt.
Hey.
So yeah.
It's a lot of salt.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Wow. It's a lot of salt.
Instead of stand here,
No problem.
that is the salt. So right now, all salts here, every water in this salt has drained out already. So the left one has come dry, and then it needs to package it. Even packaging, when I come to fill, what I do is I have an iodine medicine that I need to iodize it before they do the packaging, then for exportation.
Okay.
The people go to the honest, one more.
Yeah, they should give me some.
And the one that you see is spoiling ones too. The medications they use it for medicine. This pharmaceutical industries they also come and buy them for their medicinal purposes.
Okay. All right.
All right, it was up here. Don't ask it.
Yeah, say. Yeah.
I'm the bag green. How I talk with them.
Is it straight there? What am
I did that salt in there. We say them they will.
It's not sometimes so. What is it? So I won't say I see any and me.
That's it. It's a green.
Once well mean and cool so similar setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an old machine right there. Mhm. Yeah. It's fresh.
Yeah.
You gotta try that. Yeah, you gotta try it. It's fresh.
It looks like your village.
It looks like your village.
Yeah, the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what's the local language here?
Look around.
What do you think the local language here?
But they all
Fancy.
yeah.
Fancy. Okay.
You see how fine the place is?
Man, oh my
I've
God.
never lived here before. I've never been here before, but I can tell you on weekends.
It's party. You gotta make up for it.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's a good point too.
Now everyone is busy.
Oh, it's the community center.
I see what they do.
Bye bye.
If they want to worship, what they do is that there was a gongong beater who will be beating the gongong.
Okay.
Then, yes, talking drum.
Talking drum.
Yeah, so they all come and gather and do what they're supposed to do. And the same gongong beater too has a way of beating it. When there is a war, they all come and gather here and plan.
Here.
Yes, before they move to the
Okay.
war.
Okay.
Only thing about my war or sign. So he's the world leader. That's it. That's
Okay.
for him. 1 year in Baker, 1 hour. And then I know so this is a chief's palace.
This is the chief palace.
Yes.
Oh, okay. What is this? What's the meaning? What's the meaning of this right here?
Yeah, it's telling you that every teeth is a white, but there is a black under every teeth. And also, we see fita moja tayasi, moja wasi.
Okay.
So that is the
Okay.
emblem of the town.
Okay. Okay.
So you may see the teeth to be white, but there's red blood.
Got you. Okay. Wow.
I guess that means you might see them smiling, but that doesn't mean you take advantage.
That's right.
Maybe they are okay, be completely light. Hello. Good afternoon, Kaka. It's not good that. It's like someone closer. They're mentioning what I was calculated. We are falling short of mentioning.
No, give me.
One. I did it, but yeah, you know one number then brought out. How many bags do you see out of? Like how? So it's like this. You are there, we have it in your ring. I can't when you
Yeah, I'm getting. Hey, sorry.
But what is the minimum that we should? No, we can tell you what. I know you want to do as a favor.
I want to play some. But what are you saying? Mommy,
Go back into it. Now can you put him on stone and we 2 bags. We can see. My sister's the mama before. You know, if you are buying it at a place that entrance that, that's when you buy the other one. Then you blend it yourself. But if I'm buying it at a trusted place, let me help with the tubers. Isn't the load too much? Keep it scrap. Now what else do you need? Same tomatoes. Chili. These are the only 3 items. Garlic. But all no, we'll return.
It's old.
Oh. Yeah, I think we can tell you. No, no. Yeah, man, like you said, you should get your like a guy wide.
Oh, 250 pesos.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day. Welcome back to the channel. Talking to you live. Accra. No, take that back. Cape Coast. Hope everybody's doing well. Today is a chill day for us, so right now we're out. We're getting the car wash. It's over there. You can't sit out in the car. He's backing it up. Yep, so we're gonna go out and try some good food today. Do a little networking. Been speaking to some people down here about buying some land. So we're gonna see how that goes. So gonna do my due diligence. Luckily, I got a friend that's here that could really tell me what it takes to get this done. Fortunate that he has a good connection, and we're gonna look at this thing and see what we can do. You know, I'm very new at this blogging, so looking at the camera, talking like in third person is not something I'm used to. But I'm starting to get used to it. I'm trying to get used to it. It's a nice little breeze out here, not too hot where we at. But yeah, we're gonna do a little research and check out a few business opportunities while we're here, and see where it can go. Yeah. So you guys sit tight and check me out.
Checking account available balance is $12,617,290.56.
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to become a big content creator one day, but I have no supporters. So if you have the chance, please subscribe.
In the back of my mind,
Golden days, that they were ammunition for me. They don't know how to keep your asset.
Oh, your boy SD right there, bro.
So it's really old too.
Yes, so it was still lived here by colonial white men. Because of the sea. Very young.
So how old roughly would you say something like this is?
It's people are living in it,
Mm-hmm.
and they feel better because they don't get much heat in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they use the coconut branches to manufacture the mat that they have used.
Okay.
and it's a fishing community center.
Okay.
Indigenously, that's the work they do.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah, people know some of the Hana Juma we are here for walk with now. Kata school boys. Like the more pick up on us was on
Yeah, Nakasa and the Yanamia baby on a missile. Yes, I did. Adi anaboga do some of the
I should have loved baby who's also sent home. So I know home, Michael Jackson. I know I rather. Yeah, what was Santo Caca?
Ben, the record they ever signed each other.
I mean, every you cook to know. You have to hire the wild yeah, for where I can't run away with you. Yeah, for one way we pay English. Now, we never do right now.
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't mind. Make it easy. It's definitely an adventure, y'all. We got out of the vehicle because of the weight. We didn't want to get trapped in this stuff right here. You never know how deep it is. So, this is one of the oldest towns in Ghana that the colonials was at first, you know. It's very interesting just seeing the people out here relaxing, enjoying themselves. That's how it was before the colonials came. It was minding their business, you know. It was minding their business. Man, one got the road.
This man here, right?
Yes, sir.
He's an artist.
Okay.
You know Fela Kuti, right?
Yeah, I know Fela. Come on, man.
His style is just like Fela Kuti.
Man, I love Fela, brother. Yeah. Okay. 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 So you know I play congas and djembe. I play congas and djembe.
Okay.
Yeah. You good? You want to get in the front? Okay.
If when you move up for areas to be maybe we say be out there. You find no right, find no right.
Yeah. See that hill, bro?
Yeah.
That's a hill right there. That's it. I don't know how high we up, y'all, but take a look at this view.
Because the view is massive. You can ever know those in a book view. No, on a valley. Now we won't know. Let's this land.
Yeah, this is beautiful, y'all. Africa is something else. How high you think we up, Z?
Okay, so that's the sea level. This will be at most, will be around 70, 50 to 75.
50 to 75. Can you imagine having a house up here, man?
That's crazy.
I mean, just sitting right here and you wake up in the morning and just look at that. I'm telling you. And it's nothing up here.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing up here.
Dude, it's crazy.
Oh my God, man. Have you ever been to this area before?
Not this area, but I've been to that side.
Okay.
I've been to that side.
Wow.
That side, the lagoon meets the sea.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Oh.
Man, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So peaceful.
Yeah.
And this is how it was before the colonials came.
Yes.
People was minding their business.
Right.
You know?
They came here and they were like, hey,
Yep.
hey, let's mess things up for you.
Let's take what we can afford to buy. That's exactly what they did. Yeah. I tell y'all, man, this is beautiful. Take a look at that. Want me to take a picture of your phone? Ramadan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me take it from
Okay.
that place.
Okay.
You know, the first Islamic festival, what is the name?
The Eid.
The Eid. During that time, they will do fast
Okay.
for 1 month.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Okay. It's the same thing. Got you.
The same thing. Anytime that they are coming to do that festivity, the first thing I have to place some authority on the land to change the atmosphere of the community. And the best thing to do is to make everything sober.
Right.
So that people will reflect
Right.
on that incoming festivity. So the first thing that they have to do before, let's say, before a week, they will first do some libation and purification within the, let me use this community. They will do those things. The first thing, they will go and pacify the boss, certain food. That we use corn to do it, and then we add palm oil. So they will do everything, preparing the land for the incoming distance. So that once they finish that purification, we have to ban drumming.
Okay.
And you may ask yourself, why is it that they have to ban drumming? You have to understand its psychological and spirituality behind it. One, you know, during the olden days, everything about entertainment is being governed by drumming. We use drumming for funeral, for occasion, for festivity, for everything. Even when the king or the queen is going, we have to play the drums. So we use those sober time to inform all the sub communities in that place to rebrand or rearrange their instrumentals, make repairs. We are not talking about the white people's history. We are talking about the traditional side. So everybody will have to start to repair the drums. The one for the chiefs, the one for the occasion, one for this, one for this, one for this. So they will do all those things, though they will not tell you. Well, that's one of the aspects of it. This is the time that we use to repair every drum in the community. So when you are repairing drums, why should you go and play it? They are giving you about 3 weeks to do it. That's the first thing. 2, every spirituality goes with ritual.
Right.
Every spirituality, whether Christianity, Islam, everything,
Right.
they have to go with certain rituals. And why is it that they have to go in for that place? During that time, the king or the chief or those associated with those things, they will not come out. They will stay in the palace. Then they will start educating them about their community, the importance of what is coming. So the chief and everything which is associated with it, they will stay in the house. So that all the community head and problems, they will come and discuss it with them. They don't want to hear any noise.
Right.
They don't want to hear any noise. The next thing is that, you know, during the occasion, either the chief will be in the palanquin or he will walk on the land. So as he is in the house without noise, he used to massage you the upcoming festival. So you may think that he's only in the room. His fitness Right. Drinking certain medicine to give him strength so that he can handle the program. People will come from different parts of Ghana and other parts of the world. He have to sit to see them embassies, this. You have to be strong. So during that banning, is that time that he will give you that medicine to prepare you so that you can stay for a very long time.
Right.
So all these things that you are seeing, you may think that it is just banning on drumming.
Right. It's
But it's-
deeper than that.
There's deep to that. Not only that, during that time, you know, in ancient time, when the Christianity and Islam wasn't here, we only use our traditional deities to worship. So every traditional deity around the corner have to be contacted by the chief. What is the problem with these people? Have you satisfied the God within that place? So community have to send information to those people so that the chief will start working on that. It is around the same thing that new chiefs will also be initiated into the upcoming community after the festival. So what they have to do is that as there is ban on drumming, all those chiefs will now go to the traditional council or traditional authority to go and learn about their culture. So as we are celebrating this thing, at the background of it, they are doing underground work for pacification
Right.
of the community, for pacification of the chief, for the pacification of the gods. Will go round when there's no noise in the city. So they will do all those things. So the time that they lit the fan, immediately they lit the fan, then they will tell you, this is the programs we are going behind. And one thing is that it also helps us for the local authority for once to control the community.
Right.
Because now we are in Ghana, everything is handled by the central government. If everything is controlled by the government in power, what is the importance of the traditional chiefs within their community?
Right.
So for the first time, the government have to accept their right that there is certain institution too that help to control the system. Therefore, the government will be in power for 4 years or 8 years, but those people will be there till they die. So you have to salute them, please. As for this locality, this time I have laid my hand. Let the local authority control the place. For either the C-suite or one man.
Right.
So that is the time that local authority dictates
Right.
the people within his community. That's why you are playing the drums and they come and they stop it. Go to police station.
Yeah.
Nobody will mind you. Because it's their time to know that there's a certain authority to
Right.
within the which is more powerful than the government. But they allow them to operate within a certain time.
Right.
Even when you are doing church, they will come to the church. You know, here the greatest denomination in Ghana is Christianity. And once you know you have a church who have the more members, you always want to dictate to any other authority in that land. But when it comes to that location, the government will tell them stop. Because if you infringe the local authority, we are not coming to defend you.
Right.
So it's at that time that people will come to the church and stop you. Don't play.
What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope we enjoying life. I want to basically just talk about my trip from Ghana. You know, it's just been so far, man. The people are very welcoming. I don't ever want to hear African Americans say, and I'm saying this because this needs to be said, that we're not being welcomed, because we are. It's been very, I've met some cool people since I've been here. A lot of down to earth people, you know. Africa is beautiful. And I would tell you, just being here, looking at the hustle is real. I know we talking about we hustle in America. I'm here to tell you, we ain't got nothing on Africa. When I see young women, young men out in the heat, working, you know, carrying food, carrying merchandise, carrying everything they can to make some money. And I found out the equivalent of what we spend in America for $20 is what they make for a whole month. I'm gonna say it again. The average Ghanaian may make $20 a month. So you picture yourself getting up every morning, doing what you got to do to make a living. And maybe by the end of the month, this is what you make. It's definitely something to consider, you know, to learn that we definitely should be appreciative of, you know what we have. Definitely to be appreciative. Yeah, and learn to appreciate life to the fullest. Yeah. I was fortunate to have a friend of mine that's Ghanaian that allowed me to visit his home. He did nothing but make sure I was good since I've been here. So we gotta learn to count our blessings, you know, definitely. So, all right. How you doing, my brother? All right. He's in there. Yeah, he's in there. You want him? Okay, no problem, sir. All right. So, yeah, I'm fortunate to have a friend that's making sure that, you know, he just got a good heart in general. And I'm noticing this by Ghanaians in general. They got good hearts. So I know, you know, people, their differences and things like that, but I've had nothing but love since I've been here. Nothing but love, you know. So yeah, this is just a quick video. Just wanted to let you hear like how peaceful it is over here. The area that we're in is called Cape Coast. I'm not in Accra. I was in Accra maybe about 4 days ago, but you know now I'm in Cape Coast. My friend's doing some construction on his house. I love the palm tree. Not the palm tree, the coconut tree. That's right over here. Now that's probably nothing to most people that's from the Caribbean, but for me to get close to something like this is not something I get a chance to see a lot, you know. So again, I'm learning just to be appreciative of the small things. So yep. Thank you guys for checking out the channel. If you haven't already, hit that like button and that subscribe button. Go ahead, hit that notification bell. I'm constantly trying to drop as many videos as I can, just because it also helps me document. It also helps me let people see how it really is here, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna be documenting and dropping as many videos as I can. So thank you guys for checking out the video. Come back, hit the like button if you like the video. I really appreciate it if you hit that like button. You guys have a good day. Peace.
Cute African girl, game actions.
Yeah, today I just decided to do like a local walk in the neighborhood, you know, passing up a car wash, you know, but Yeah, so we just getting it in. Yeah, just maintain. It's just pretty. So good. Hello, how are you? All right, I have a question for you. I'm sorry, I'm doing a vlog. I'm trying to find something to eat around here. What do you?
Go straight. Then you turn right. There's a bar that side.
What kind of food do they?
They have
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
food.
What's food?
They use cassava. And yeah, cassava and plantain.
Okay. All right. So, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name's Andre.
Okay, I'm Cynthia.
Cynthia. I'm from the U.S. That's a cooler shake.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, but okay. So, if you don't mind me, I just wanted to have a little decent conversation with you because I'm new in the neighborhood, so I don't know much.
Okay,
So, oh, okay. So where are you from?
I'm a Ghanaian.
Oh, you're from Ghana. Ah, Ghanaian.
Yes.
Okay. You have a very nice smile. Yeah. So, okay. So you said they have fufu,
And they have
jollof rice.
Yeah.
Okay. It's very spicy.
You
Okay.
know Ghanaians, they like spicy
Yeah.
food.
Right. Right. Okay. So I have a question for you. I noticed a lot of people here looks like a lot of people look extremely in shape here.
It's true.
What?
Because we work hard.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We work hard, that's why.
Right. So, or you just, your mommy asking, you just, you waiting on friends or something?
Yeah, I'm waiting to meet one of my friends here. So I'm waiting for a taxi.
Okay. Where you guys? Your mommy asking. I know I'm being nosy, but are you guys going out dancing or something tonight? Or?
Yeah, we want to. Today is Friday, so we want to explore a bit.
So.
We are tired of staying home, so.
Right. Okay. Well, I know you. I know you're busy, so I won't take up a lot of your time. But thank you for taking time to talk tonight. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
All right, no problem. So, wow. Okay. Ghanaian. All right, Ghanaian women are pretty down there. I'm now chilling in Vancouver, Cape Coast, relaxing. Take a look at the view.
Hey, woman,
Relaxing.
That's one. That's one. Oh, yes, except for them. What's the one?
So they definitely enjoying themselves out here. It's just amazing how right in the middle, the heart of the city, it's a soccer field. You know, and you can tell they put a lot of energy and money in this field. Check this out. That's real, y'all. Yeah. What's up, bro? What I did was I told you to record you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I told him to record you. You'll send it to you.
Okay, cool. Thank you, man. All right.
Do you want to record?
Yeah, man. That's what I wanted to do. Actually, believe it or not, I was actually already recording. So I finally made it. This is unreal. Ghana, Africa. Thanks to Ambassador, he made this happen for me. Yeah, man. Yeah. This is so crazy, but I'm happy. Definitely, that part right there to pull up. Yeah. I might have to try to find another one. You can definitely feel the heat. Definitely can feel the heat.
Especially sitting in the plane with the AC for long.
Right, yep. Man, you just don't know how much I appreciate this, bro.
See all the cats. People asking, do you have a cat in Africa here?
Yeah, this is unreal. So happy to be here. Very fortunate.
You just come to our cardio.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
So can I show you what I got?
Sure.
So about the painting. This is how it works.
Okay. Very nice.
This is from Africa.
Okay.
Lovely.
All right.
See how?
Yes, sir. Did you paint these?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have more. I have more
nice.
to show you.
Very nice. Very nice.
I have very much to show you.
Do you have any big paintings?
I have only one with the elephant face.
Okay.
Can I bring it?
I was just curious. I may get your number from you and get more while I'm here.
No problem.
Yes, sir. How are you, my sister?
So the one you like and then you choose.
Okay. All right.
So which one you like?
Well, let me walk around for a little while and I'll come back.
Okay.
All right.
So this is your name?
Yeah.
Greg.
G-R.
No.
How do you spell your name?
D-R-E.
Oh, Dre.
Yeah.
Dre what?
Yeah. Hayes.
Peace.
Hayes.
H.
Hayes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have a fun
Okay.
later.
All right. How are you, my sister? Okay. All
And I
right.
have a name according to the day you were born.
Okay.
So which day were you born?
Monday.
Kwejo.
Yeah, Kojo. Yeah. What's up, my brother?
Is that Andrew, sir?
Dre. Yeah, Andre. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I have a necklace here. The bracelets are 10 cedi.
Okay.
And that's our brother.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Alright. So over here we have the fifth and final chamber of the very slave dungeon. And as we all can see, inside this chamber there are no artificial lights. But this place is much more brighter than the rest of the 4 chambers. That is because once the ship finally came to take the slaves to the various plantations of farms, this is where the final selection or sorting out was done, where weak ones were separated from the strong ones. Weak ones among the men were kept into that tiny chamber to meet their fate because they saw them to be burdened, taking the strong ones because they wanted strong men or people to work on their plantations. And the men had to journey through an underground tunnel that connected this chamber to the door of no return. They had the entrance to the tunnel over here. So once the ship came, the men would start the movement or the journey from this chamber, walk through that underground tunnel, 70 meters walk underground to the door of no return. But then this tunnel was blocked in the year 1834 by Captain George McLean to signify an end to the slave trade. The trade was officially abolished in the year 1807. But even after that, they were still trading them illegally through this underground tunnel. So in the year 1834, Captain George McLean was commanded to seal the tunnel. So if this place was an entrance to that tunnel, it means the shrine wasn't here then, right? Yeah. So why do we have the shrine here now? Before the British came, the Africans here were worshipping a god or a deity called Nana Tabri. And this god is believed to be the leader of the 77 gods they have in this land. And it's in the form of a rock, a very big one for that matter, that covered this whole area. But when they came, they saw this place to be a strategic area. And they wanted a solid foundation for their castle. So chose this place, the rocky area, got permission from the chiefs there and built this castle on the rock, the god of the people. But then the Africans who still believed in their traditional form of worship took smaller portions of the rocks into their homes to continue. So in the year 1973, the council of chiefs over here all came together as one, brought pieces of the rocks they took them over here, mounted the shrine for their god to reclaim their god, because they believed this was where the god was located before everything began. So that is a portion of the rock they took there, another portion of the rock there. This man here is a priest. He is in charge of the shrine. The stools we see there are for the traditional worshippers. So anytime they come here, they sit and talk to him, and he will talk to the god on their behalf. The money we see on the rock, some are offertory from the traditional worshippers anytime they come here. Some are also tokens from tourists, those who believe in the traditional form of worship. And the rates we see here are brought in by tourists like yourselves. They bring them here to show their respect to their ancestors and the slaves that were kept in here, and to mourn those that died in here as well. They believe that even though when they died, they were not buried over here but thrown into the sea, their spirit still remains over here. That is why they bring this street here, to show them respect and to mourn them as well. Please, any questions before we proceed? You are welcome.
Okay, thank you. Just a quick semester, what area was this? Right here we're in. That's all I want to know. We're late, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Hope it's okay.
Yes.
All right. So over here we have the male slave dungeon, where the men, the slaves, were kept to wait for the ship to come for them. They had 5 chambers that accommodated them, this being the 5th and final chamber. Each chamber held 200 men. So the 5 chambers put together 1,000 men. And once you were a slave and you were brought down here, this is where you did everything. Defecated, urinated, fed here, slept here. So due to conditions over here, most of them died. But once you die, they just bag you into sacks and throw you into the sea. So what we are actually standing on are all solidified waste of the men kept in here. Their poo, urine, food particles, sweat, blood, vomit, human flesh, plus sand, all mixed together, solidified to form what we have over here. Now, the men had an entrance to an underground tunnel over here, 70 meters walk underground, that connected this chamber to the door of no return. So once the ship came for them, the men would start the movement from this place, walk through that underground tunnel to the door of no return. But this tunnel was blocked in the year 1834 by Captain George McLean to signify an end to the slave trade.
But Captain
George McLean,
George.
he was an administrator inside this castle.
Okay.
Thank you. Welcome. Please, any other question? It is not. So I mentioned earlier that slaves kept inside the dungeons were in chains and in shackles. So it is not an original chain, but it is an example of the chains used on the slaves once they were brought down here. All right. You have a question?
From the first dungeon.
First chamber.
Yeah, the first chamber. I saw some inscriptions on the wall, like Roman house.
Most of them are done by our brothers and sisters from the diaspora, those who have successfully traced their ancestral route to this place. Sometimes when they come, they even light candles to pray for the souls of their ancestors and then to connect with them. Yeah. Welcome. Please, any other question? If no question, please let's proceed this way. So we are going this way. You can on your touches.
And you have something so you can do the ancestors.
Yeah.
All right. So over here we have the graveyard of the Europeans. So once the African men and women, the slaves, were just put into sacks and thrown into the sea, their people were given a fitting burial. Most of them were buried over here. Just that after this place was excavated in the year 1976, only 4 graves had their names or initials on them. Because one had the graves to see them, but then most of them were buried over here. Interestingly, just one African man was buried amongst them. This is his grave, so why this African man? His original name was Raymond, and when they won from this very land, and when his father was up that his father was part of the few African men who were capturing their own people for the British. So his father was a middleman to them. So due to his father's activities with them, his son Ubebu gained a scholarship to study theology in the Oxford University. And after his studies, he was ordained priest, making him the first black man to be ordained as an Anglican priest. And after he was ordained, they baptized him and gave him a Christian name Philip, then mispronounced the local name Ubebu to Kwaku, making it Philip Kwaku. So after Philip was ordained, he came back into this castle and he led a church built on top of the dungeon. However, after some time here inside this castle, treatment became bad for Philip. Therefore, Philip had to move outside of the castle to work to fend for himself. And as he was doing that, he introduced some of the natives or Africans around him then how to read and to write Western form of education. Therefore, over here in Ghana, we actually use Western form of education to Philip Kwaku. So the very first group built over here in Cape Coast was named after him, Philip Kwaku Boys School. And Philip died at age 75 in the year 1816. Now the 3 graves we see there are all British. The first one was a soldier, and his name was C.B. Price. he died at age 38. Some believe malaria killed him. Others believe he was shot in one of their five The palace belongs to Letitia Elizabeth London. Letitia was the wife of Captain George McLean. So she came into this castle to visit her husband. But then just after 2 months, she was found dead inside her husband's home. And we have three schools of thought concerning her death. The first believed malaria killed her. The second believed when she came, she got to know that her husband McLean was having an extramarital affair, an African mistress. Therefore, out of jealousy, she poisoned herself. And the third believes that the African mistress rather came into this castle, disguised herself as a maid, and poisoned Letitia so she could have George McLean to herself. And she died at age 36 in the year 1838. And the last one belongs to Captain George McLean, the husband. George McLean was an administrator and he was the man responsible for blocking both entrance and exit points of that underground tunnel that connected the fifth chamber of the low slave landing straight to the door of No 10. And he also introduced the first Western port we have over here in Ghana. And he died at age 46 in the year 1857. And it is believed that malaria killed him as All right. So over here we have a well or a water reservoir. And when the trade was ongoing, they harvested rainwater and stored it in here for domestic purposes. Everybody inside the castle then used water from this well, but there was a difference. Water from the well was used in natural state, once collected, used for the slaves. But for the slave masters, I mean the governor, the soldiers, the captains, the officials, and the rest, the water had to be purified by boiling. Now it is still a well, but we no longer harvest rainwater. As you can see, it is piped now. It serves the same purpose, domestic purposes. So we use water from this well now to run the activities of the castle, like the washrooms and stuff. And this well is 18 feet deep.
18 feet deep?
Yes, please. We are going this way. All right. Over here we have a cell, and the name of this cell is the condemned cell. Condemned because it was a cell designed to kill, not to punish. So with this one, their living bodies were taken inside, but only dead ones were brought outside. It was for the men inside the dungeon, the slaves, those who were trying to fight for their freedom. They were brought in here. They had nothing. No food, no water, no light, no air. So once she was set inside, they just struggled, suffocated, and died. Watch your head.
Just giving you a feel.
Yeah. How it was when they were there.
Yes. We have the condemned cell. Initially, this place was a storage room. All nine rooms were storage rooms. So they had a door over there. But with the intention of making this place a condemned cell to kill, we had to seal that door. And the cell had 3 doors blocking it. First door, middle door, and the last door. So as slaves were brought in here, all 3 doors were closed, leaving them here to die. Now all 3 doors are opened, but can you feel the heat? So imagine if all 3 doors were to be closed now. And the sad thing about this place was, let's say 5 men, just an example, tried to fight for their freedom today and they were brought in here. Until the last man died, nobody left. Charlotte and someone would just come in to have a quick look to see if they were all dead or some were still alive. So if one person should die first, the remaining 4 struggling to die added another struggle by smelling the dead body of their new statement. Once they were dead, their bodies were taken to the 4 courts where we have the graves now. And their brothers inside the dungeon were brought out to come and have a look at what happened to those who tried to fight for their freedom, to scare them from doing the same. Once that was done, the brothers were taken back into the dungeon, and the dead ones, as usual, they just bagged them into sacks and threw them into the sea. Can you wash your hands for me? All right. One more thing about this place before we move on. Now, no doors and windows we see inside the castle today have been replaced, with the exception of the door of the condensing. So this is an original door. The only original door left inside this castle. It is made of the pitch pine tree coated with metal. So you can have a feel of the door if you want to. And then you move on with it. I like the energy. All right. So over here we have the Palaver Hall, which means to talk or to begin. The market center inside the castle where the trade was ongoing, where slaves were auctioned and sold out for goods or commodities, such as gunpowder, liquor, mirror, fabrics, tobacco, grains, sugar, among other commodities you can think of. Everything we see in here today have been donated. It is not original. And this is where the popular bond of 1844, that ushered Ghana into colonialism, was signed as well between Commander Hill, who was a governor then, and 8 fancy chiefs from this region. Please edit these things.
Okay. So you said this is where colonialism was signed.
Yes, please.
By 8 chiefs.
Yes.
And the British government. So was it forced, or was it? Did they do it through loss of battle and signed, or what was it?
Thank you for the question. So the bond of 1844 was supposed to be a peaceful agreement between the British and the Fantis, or the Fantis. So before the British came, we were not one as a country, Ghana as we have now. we were divided into kingdoms and tribes. We had the Fanti kingdom, the Ashanti kingdom, the Northern kingdom, and the rest. And then they were fighting amongst themselves. How powerful your kingdom was seen to be then, depending on how big was the kingdom. So then the Ashantis were very happy. So when the British came and then they came into the Fanti land, the chiefs saw that the British, they had money too, because they came with the guns, gunpowder, and the rest. They had money to defeat their dead enemies who were the Ashantis. So then they came to them. They said they wanted people to go and work on your plantations. So give us guns and gunpowder so we can be able to defeat our enemies who are the Ashantis. And in exchange, we are going to give you our prisoners of war. So those people are going to help you work on plantations. So it was supposed to be a peaceful agreement. It was the content of the bond that ushered them into colonialism. And the bond is about whether you know the content of it. Once it is signed, you have to look at it. So after the bond was signed, the Ashantis reinforced it because they were like, we had no idea. We did not agree to this bond of 1844. So we are not going to allow the British to do it. So the British had to fight the Ashantis themselves, conquer them before they could have the Ashantis.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right. Introduced by Captain George McLean. So this place is called the McLean's Hall because it was introduced by him. And this is where George McLean sat to draft that bond of 1844. And then later it was signed inside Ghana's first ever Western. Please let's hear this.
Yes, so next to this word.
So when the trade was ongoing, they had soldiers living inside the castle, protecting the castle from enemies or attacks. So where we have the art shops now, or where they sell the African stuff, the stores, were all barracks or where the soldiers were living. And the middle part, which is now a cafe shop, was their canteen. So this area was for soldiers alone, all white soldiers, no black person there. And what we are actually standing on now is original. This one made of the pitch pine tree, just like the door of the condemned cell. And those ones are called the marble stones. And they were all imported. Please let's see. In here, you are welcomed by the breeze. Are we all feeling the breeze in here? View of the sea, big window sizes, spacious room, all enjoyed by one person or one man, the governor. So in here, we have the governor's living room, just one person, occupying the spacious room. Whilst about 200 men were kept down there just beneath him per chamber, with some tiny dots of the walls in the lights and ventilation. But let's all observe the window sizes just for one particular person, the governor. And this was his living room. He had his bedroom over the bedroom of the governor. And the sad thing about this place was, this is where most of the African women inside the dungeons were bring as well. Inside the government by the government. Now please let's all have the space to the village. Do we all see a quite tall building very far? On top of the hill with the red surrounded by there's called for Sleeplands. So after the British built this castle, they built the fort out there, stationed soldiers in there. I mentioned soldiers were living inside the castle as well. So together they were communicating to protect the castle from enemies or attacks. During the daytime, they were using flags, normally red flag. After the mirror, evening torchlights. So anytime soldiers stationed up there notice enemies or danger approaching from afar, they will signal soldiers living inside this castle to protect the castle. Mirror. Yes, yes, yes. But I think it is still not easy enough to read your own people just because you were doing something you had never seen before. Yes. Please let's come this way. So hold on. The small room you see to your right, just out of the governor's bedroom, was his closet. All right. So over here we have the communication room for the soldiers. Where soldiers living inside the castle were communicating to soldiers stationed inside the fort up there. So once you stand here and look through the small hole, you are going to see the fort up there. So one after the other, just look through the hole and move on with the tour. Once you are, have you seen the fort? Right. So once you are done looking, you just come out. Hello. Just come for the others to also come.
Okay. Okay. I need to go through the seal. Yes, yes. I'm saying here now. No. See.
Alright. Over here we have the reception area for the governor, where the governor received and entertained his visitors. And in here was his personal office. So you can go into the place. So the governor, just one man. They have several governors. Just one man. I got 4 rooms, right? So the reception is 1. Personal office 2. 4. But about 1,000 eggs. Just one man. 4. And before I forget, everybody here to entertain himself and his guests inside the reception.
So I noticed, excuse me, I noticed it looked like electrical outlets.
It wasn't there when the train was ongoing.
Yes, when they wanted that installed.
While soldiers living inside the castle were signaled about enemies or danger approaching, they used these guns called the cannon guns. They ran glass balls, the cannon balls. So they put the balls into the guns, apply gunpowder, and then light it. So once the gunpowder touches the ball inside, it shoots, hitting the ships of the enemy, creating holes into the ships for the ships to see. That is how they protected this castle from 1664 through to 1960, after Ghana became a republic state. So they stayed here from 1664 to 1960 before exiting the castle.
1664? 1664.
Yes.
Yeah.
Till 1960. The castle was built in 1664. And it was built, you can take quick pictures and then quick ones and then we proceed. Just a minute.
Yeah, this is Hamlin, y'all. Seeing all this. I didn't want to initially go, but friend told me I need to go. I need to face it. So I know I was going to be angry. But, you know, there's a picture of the cannonballs. Cannons.
Yeah, I saw.
Alright, let's move on.
They came here before the British.
Oh, yeah. That's the Portuguese, right?
Yes, please. No, it was after the Portuguese, the Swedish came. After the Swedish, the Danes. After the Danes, the Dutch. Before the British. So this place is between 5.
About how many years? The total of about how many years?
As enjoying the exchange.
Yeah. About 400 maybe?
Oh, no. Before the British came,
Or just total?
Total, like they stayed here from here. It will get to. It will get to. You can guess what this place is.
For a gun.
A lift?
Yes, yes. And it's a security post, so he's correct also. And it was for the soldiers. So a soldier was stationed here every time to guard
Hey,
the
what's up,
governor
B?
up there. So before one
Hey.
would be given permission to go up there and meet with the governor inside the reception.
No, we're
area,
still doing
they
it.
have to check the person over here to make sure that he or she did not
Okay.
pose as a threat to the governor.
What
Before
Okay.
that
is it? A
person-
white man?
All right.
Yes,
Okay.
please, a British. Before that person would be allowed to go up there and meet with the governor. Thank you very much. In chains.
You didn't have this opportunity.
The only black men or women who had the privilege to move around the castle were the domestic slaves because they were doing the cooking and all that for the government. Oh. But the other black was
So they are the guys. Which one? Like we didn't fight by hand or anything like that. It was just guns, pistols.
the British.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. You were coming with your hand. Somebody has a gun. Alright. So now we are right on top of the third chamber of the male slave dungeon. And I mentioned earlier they built a church on top of the chamber. So this was the church. Society for the Propagation of the Gospel, SPG. Now the Anglican Church for the Church. And this is the home we saw down there inside the dungeon. Right in front of the church. So as they were moving inside to worship, they could hear the spirit everything going on down there. Yes, they worship. The church also served as a classroom, the Catholic school, for the children they had to be young women after raping them. They were educating those children inside the church as well. But now it is no longer a church, but a children's home. Open to all kids around this place to come every time. Yes, please. It is okay. You can quickly go in there.
Christ coming up from here, going directly to that, as they were in church to worship. Torture down below, and then you can't smell it too. That's also fun.
This was the church.
Church, I was now converted to a children's.
Come on, guys. They're moving. Sabrina, come on, they're moving.
All right. So please, do we all remember the underground tunnel that connected the fifth chamber of the male slave dungeon to the door of no return? Those who missed the male slave dungeon, in there they had 5 chambers. Inside the fifth chamber, the men had to go through an underground tunnel that connected the chamber to the door of no return. Over here, we have a view of that underground tunnel. This place was made in such a way that nobody could go. There is no staircase connecting this place. But anytime the shipment was done, a soldier was stationed with lights to first of all count the men as they get to this place, and then to command them to move faster to the door of no return. So the men will start their movement from the fifth chamber, walk through the tunnel. Once they get to this place, a soldier was waiting for them here to first of all count them and then to command them to move faster to the door. This tunnel is 13 feet deep.
How many feet?
13.
13.
Yes. So if you want to have a look inside, please be careful. One leg out, one leg. Hold on.
Come here now before you realize that this is how you have to go in.
Rather video you.
Proper demonstration.
One after the other. And be careful with your phone.
Nobody picked up for you.
And there was no way to come back. You
don't go down from this because it starts there. Picture, you saw the shrine. I mentioned it was a so this place was just an opening of the temple for a soldier to stand here.
But it was 13.
Canada.
Why not? One leg out.
All right. Over here we have the exit point of the underground tunnel. So from the fifth chamber of the male slave dungeon where we saw the shrine, this is where the men would arrive. Yes, it was blocked in the same year, 1834, by the same man, Captain George McLean. And over here we have the initial door of no return. So I told you connected them to the door of no return. But then they had to block this door of no return and create another door of no return. Because with this one, sometimes the sea came inside to disturb their activities when they were trying to ship the slaves away. Are we okay? Please let's move. Over here we have a punishment cell for the females. A punishment cell for the females, those who resisted rape. So once you were selected to be raped and you resisted, you were brought in. Over here they punished you for 7 days, fed just once a day through the tiny hole you have here. And the small hole down there was for them to ease themselves. And after the 7th day of punishment, after the beatings and all that, you were taken back into the dungeon to serve as a deterrent to yourself and to the others in there. So that next time if you were selected to be raped, you were going to give in. Because you could not stand another 7 days of intensive punishment right? A punishment cell for the females. Please let's go. One step down. In here we have the dungeon for the females, or the female slave dungeon. While the female slaves were also kept to wait for the ship to come for them. Unlike the men with 5 chambers, the women had 2 chambers. This one and the one just opposite us. But no special treatments were given to the women. Everything the men had to go through inside the dungeon. So just like there were 200 women occupied each chamber. So with the 2 chambers, 400 women. Source of light and ventilation. The tiny holes we see on the wall. Now the window we see there had iron bars blocking it, but it was for the governor or some of the officials living inside the castle then to just stand outside the light, look through the women and make their selection.
those they wanted to rape. After a woman is raped and they get to know she's pregnant, they take her out of the castle. They had people to take care of her until she gives birth, allow her to breastfeed her child for like 3 months. But right after that, the child was taken from her and she was brought back to our shipment. The only time a woman kept in here had an opportunity to take a shower was when she was selected to be raped. Because the governor or those officials, they could not stand the smell or the stench. So until then, just like the men, she remained in feces, urine, worst part of it all, menstrual blood, sweat, vomit, food particles, and the rest till the ship came. So just like the men, what we are standing on now, solidified waste of the kept in here. Poo, urine, food particles, sweat, blood, vomit, human flesh plus sand mixed together to form what we have.
The women died just as much as the men did.
Yes.
So they had put them in sacks and dumped them in the ocean as well.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So 200 women in here, they basically just sat in all that because it was stood or sat because there was no, like I said, there were no seats made for them, so they had to obviously sit in there.
Yes,
Yes.
And mostly it was how should I even put it? I think sleep standard or something. Because just imagine 200 people in here. You didn't have the space for you to even sit or lie or something like that. So just a sister and a sister, just like that, relying on each other. And besides, they were in chains and in shackles.
So in here, they were
Yes,
changed.
inside the dungeon, they were in chains and in shackles.
The whole time, 3 months, 2 months.
The whole time we were kept in here and hence so you could not even get that to move around inside that. So if you were, and sometimes it was like 10 to 20 people on a particular chain, right? So let's say we are all on a particular chain. And then once they brought us in here, they positioned us over there. You'd have to stay there till the ship came. Because we're together. So if I wanted to come over here, I would have to pull you all with me.
Oh, so they were all chained together.
Yes, please.
Oh my God.
Let's come.
Oh, the other chamber where the women were, that she was raped, they were suffocated just like you and dying in there. Oh, no, they came out the same bed.
All right. Over here we have the famous door of no return. But this is not the original door. I mentioned all those windows they have been replaced, right? With the exception of the door of the condemned. The original door of no return was a short and narrow door, very smooth. So once slaves got here, still in chains and shackles, they had to squeeze themselves before they could move through that short and narrow door of no return. And it was called the door of no return because once slaves were taken through this door, it's either they died or when they survived and they were taken to the plantations, they could not trace that year.
So how long have you been a jack of trades? How long have you been a jack of trades? You got many skills. What's that? What you say? I said, how long have you been a jack of trades? Meaning, how long have you been good at multiple things?
How long?
Yeah. Meaning you know how to cook, you're a reporter.
Okay, how long am I going to finish?
No, how long have you been doing everything?
Let's see. Maybe 3 hours.
Uh-huh.
Because we have been to the market.
Mhm. Mhm. Right. Okay. Okay.